They are the pictures so many have longed for years to see. Nazanin taking her first steps back to freedom after so long. For her husband Richard and daughter Gabriella, it was touch and go to the end.
She wanted to come just to give me support. We've seen the photos of Nazanin on the plane. It's been a long ordeal, but obviously the last couple of days where we've not been speaking, it's been very up and down, and it's been getting closer and closer, and things moved on Sunday. A huge relief that she's on a plane, that she's coming home, that she's free, and thank you to everyone who's been helping along the way. It's been a long journey that people have been keeping us, following it on the news, on petitions, with the government. I've said some rough things over the years, but in the end, she's coming home.
Richard has campaigned relentlessly, waiting for the day he could tell his daughter her mother's coming home.
Well, I suppose that we can stop being a moment in history and start being a normal family again. It's been a long time. Hasn't it? We were just saying, last night, Gabriella was asking me, is Mummy really coming back tomorrow? I said, well, I don't know for sure. I think we're close to her. I now know pretty surely she is coming home.
Nazanin's ordeal began at the airport where it ended. She was leaving Tehran 6 years ago after a holiday introducing her daughter to her parents when Iranian security moved in. Their hidden camera catches her bewilderment, the chilling start to a hellish ordeal. The young British mother charged with trying to topple Iran's regime.
The hardest bit to live with was probably that early realisation of her sitting in a windowless cell, being interrogated and blindfolded, and I'd done nothing about it. I'm getting better at it.
Before his wife's release, Richard told me about those terrifying early days. He was urged by the government to keep a low profile. He did the opposite. While his wife languished in an Iranian jail, he set about trying to galvanise public support and sympathy. Releasing photos we now know so well, campaigning and even hunger striking. Because he says taking government advice would only have made his wife's ordeal much worse.
The consequences are you get exposed to more torture. Given those consequences, can you with a straight face be given that advice? Transparency, openness always protects you.
The government's failure to secure Nazanin's release earlier will be the subject of intense debate. As she and Anousheh Ashuri fly home, though, ministers are claiming credit and offering support.
My sympathies are with the families for what they've suffered over this appalling time, and I'm delighted to be welcoming them back to the UK.
My family and I are delighted to confirm that my dad has been released and will be returning to the UK today.
Retired engineer Anousheh Ashuri from Lewisham has been held for 5 years. His family say they can't wait to have him home.
We've missed doing so many ordinary things together. We've missed birthdays, we've missed Christmases, we've missed walking the dog, taking a simple holiday, sitting together, drinking a cup of coffee. All of this is we have to start all over again.
The government's also secured the release on furlough of British citizen and retired conservationist Murad Tabaz. But there are many other dual nationals from the UK and elsewhere still left behind.
We have succeeded in our journey, but there are people who are still where we were yesterday, and they don't know how long they're going to be on that journey of suffering and frustrations.
For Nazanin, there have been so many false dawns, hopes raised and dashed. They counted down the days to the end of a first sentence, only to have another one imposed. Gabriella's only known her mother from a distance on video calls. But tonight their family will be reunited, together again at last. Dominic Waghorn, Sky News.